In this section we are going to cover the above menus. However, for detailed information you will need to refer to Sphinx 4 manual. We begin with the manager. User accounts. User accounts is a separated module. Therefore, we need to enter the password, the Sphinx 4 user password. For example, for administrator user, the default password is Kicking. In this module, we define the users and groups of users that will operate the Sphinx software. A basic user is the administrator. Administrator has all the privileges to run the software and its configuration. Of course, we would not like all our users to have the privileges of the administrator. For example, a guard should have fewer privileges than administrator. A guard should mainly view the system and control it, but not configure it. The way that the user accounts in Sphinx work, dividing the users first to groups, assigning each group the privileges, and then defining the user as a member of the group, applying the granted function privileges over the different hardware and departments in the organization. The above buttons of New, Delete, and Edit are functions which apply both on users and groups. Let's begin with groups by clicking on Group and creating a new group. We will create a group named Operators. Right now we do not add members, since the members will be new users that will be created later. And we click Create. We click on Edit in order to set the group rights. The group rights is divided into two categories. The first is the user accounts. Here we grant the new group the privileges to create new users and new groups in the future. The second category is the Sphinx Access Control System. Here we grant to the new group privileges according to the menus of the main bar here. So, for example, if we would like to give the new group users the privileges to monitor the Sphinx 4 system, viewing the events, the multi-site view, opening maps, then we will tick these items. However, if we would like to prevent them from doing any type of configuration using the setup menu, then we should keep the setup empty and avoid granting any privileges. We can use the following buttons to select all or deselect all. Once we finish, we click OK. The new group of operators has been created, and now the privileges of the group has been set. We can continue to creating a user which will be a member of this operators group, meaning a user named operator. We click on User and click New. We enter here the name of the user, for example, operator 1. We set a password for him, for example 1234, and confirm 1234. We can set the account to be disabled for keeping it for future use, and we click Create. If we have more than one user, for example, if we are using a client-server installation and we have more than one operator that can access the system on the same time, then we can create operator 1, operator 2, operator 3, and so on, allowing them to log into Sphinx 3 on the same time. We click on operator and click edit. We go to belong to in order to relate operator to the operators group and make it a member. We can relate the operator to be a member of more than one group. We click department right, and here we select on which departments the privileges of this operator will apply. This gives us the flexibility to limit the granted privileges inherited from the operators group only to certain departments of staff. For example, we choose the New York head office. This means that operator number 1 will be able to monitor only the New York head office staff. We click apply. And continue to access level. Here we select on which controllers from the existing controllers the privileges of this operator will apply. This gives us another level of flexibility where we can determine the specific hardware. We can go all the way to the level of doors, locks, and any other controller component to be very specific. So, for example, we would like to give this operator the privileges only for some items, for some components of the first controller. And we click apply. Once we finished, we click OK. So we have completed the definition of the group operators and created a member of this group named operator 1. Its password is 1234. We know that his privileges are limited to viewing the Sphinx 4 system, viewing the events monitor, viewing the multi-site view, opening maps, and it's limited only for the New York head office department personnel and only for the first controller with its 4 doors. In a similar way, we can delete groups and delete users, and of course, as described, edit the groups and the users. User, which is administrator, and log in again as operator 1 with the password 1234. Here we can see the user which is currently logged in. Right now it's administrator.